The Super Mario franchise is one of my favorite gaming franchises of all time. Throughout my whole life, Mario games have given me so many fun memories. So, in this video, I'll be ranking every single mainline Mario game from worst to best, in my opinion. So here are a few rules. To start off with, only mainline games, which means no Mario Party or no Mario Kart, and no Smash Bros. However, Mario Maker games are gonna count. But other than the Mario Maker games, it's all mainline games. And the second rule is that any deluxe versions of games is just gonna be one ranking placement. So, like 3D World and 3D World plus Bowser's Fury, it's just gonna be one. I'm not gonna be making them separate rankings. Same with New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe. It's just gonna be New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe, not New Super Mario Bros. U, New Super Luigi U. It's just gonna be one ranking. And finally, I have not played Mario 64 DS, I have not played the Mario Land games, and I have not played Mario Maker 1. So those games are not gonna be on the list. Alright, you got all the rules down? Cool. So, ranking every single Super Mario game from worst to best, in my opinion. Let's get on to the video. So with no surprise to anybody, coming in at number 18 is Super Mario Bros. The Lost Levels. This is the only game on this list I do not like at all. I'm just not a fan of this game. And for many reasons. To start off with, it feels very samey, doesn't feel very unique, doesn't really have a personality. Like, it feels just like DLC for Mario Bros. 1. I mean, DLC didn't exist back then, but you know what I mean. And the level design feels like a Mario Maker level made by like a 5-year-old, and that too a mediocre level made by a 5-year-old. So, yeah, the level design is just very bad for a Mario game. I'd expect a lot more from it. And to be honest, this game should just be lost, honestly. Alright, so at number 17 we have Super Mario Run. I don't know if this game should be included on the list, but I'm just gonna include it anyway. So for a mobile game, it's not that bad, but the fact that it's $10 and just pay a bit more money and just get a proper New Super Mario Bros. Game if you want a 2D Mario game, like this. So there's nothing really wrong with it, it's just kind of boring, gets repetitive fast. It's not boring the whole time, it just gets repetitive fast. And while I did have fun with the remix mode and stuff, I didn't pay $10 for it, so maybe it would be higher if I actually spent money on it. But while I did have fun with the remix mode, the first 4 levels and stuff, getting all the coins that I could and whatnot, it got a bit boring fast. Still a good mobile game, but compared to the other Mario games, it's not that great. At number 16, we have New Super Mario Bros. 2. Nothing really wrong with this game for a Mario game, but I think that's my biggest problem, is that it doesn't do anything right at the same time. It just feels very bland. Like, this is when the New Super Mario Bros. Series, in my opinion, started feeling less new. Like, they had that coin gimmick and stuff, which, to be honest, wasn't my favorite gimmick of all time. The level design was just boring. It wasn't bad. This game was nowhere near bad. But the reason it's below so many games that have more flaws than it, is just because it didn't feel very unique, and it just felt very boring, and didn't really have a personality to it. So, yeah. Coming in at number 16 is New Super Mario Bros. 2. I know many people probably do have nostalgia for this game, and that is a-okay, but for me personally, it's just bland, and I don't have nostalgia for it either. Alright, so at number 15, we have the game that started it all, Super Mario Bros. For the NES. Now, this game is very revolutionary, and I can really respect it, but as it is today, it just hasn't aged the best. Like, there are better games out there. It did save the video game industry, and like I said, I respect it, but there are just better platformers, better Mario games, better video games, better 2D platformers than Mario Bros. 1. So, you know, many people have nostalgia for this. Many people would put this higher. That makes complete sense, but for me personally, it should be here. And if you want to play Mario Bros. 1, honestly, just go play Mario 35. Oh, wait. Alright, so at number 14, we have Super Mario Bros. 2, the America version of Mario Bros. 2. This game is very different from other Mario games, probably because it's just a reskin of Doki Doki Panic, which is a different game altogether. But it's still very fun. I do like how different it is. I really wish they added this style in Mario Maker 2, but oh well. But Super Mario Bros. 2, while not my favorite Mario game, still not top 5 or top 10, it's still pretty good. I do still think it's a pretty good NES Mario game. It's definitely better than the first game, in my opinion. I used to play this a lot on the Mario All-Stars for the Wii, however, my opinion on it has become a little worse. Like, I used to enjoy it a lot more, but now I don't as much. But it's still a great game. I do like how different it is, although I do miss some of the platforming. It is still a great game and definitely worth checking out. Alright, so at number 13 we have Super Mario Bros. 3. Definitely a controversial pick for this game. I know this is like top 5 or top 7 for many people, but for me it's number 13. I'm just not a huge fan of retro Mario, to be honest. I'm not a big fan of the NES era of Mario. I'm just generally not a fan of NES games. But Super Mario Bros. 3 is the best NES Mario game. Still a good game. I definitely enjoyed it. Like Mario Bros. 3, I enjoyed it a lot more when I played it on the Wii. But I don't know, today I'm not a huge fan of this. Some of the level design feels weird, even though many people would say it's amazing. For me, I'm not a big fan of all the level design. I feel like the graphics are a bit too dry, too. I'm not a big fan of how, like, saturated it looks, I guess, if that's how you say it. And while it is better than the other NES Mario games, they're just more fun Mario games, in my opinion. Okay, so this is where the games get really fun, in my opinion. At number 12, we have New Super Mario Bros. DS. Now, this game is very, very fun, and it's very good for a 2D Mario game. However, it still isn't top 10 level for me just yet. I do think New Super Mario Bros. Games, you'll enjoy them more if you have nostalgia for them, and I don't have nostalgia for this game, but it is still very good. I mean, it's a return to form for 2D Mario, and it's just fun. It's not a top 10 game for me yet, but it is still very, very fun in my opinion, and definitely a game worth checking out. While not my favorite New Super Mario Bros. Game, it is still many people's favorite. I do respect that. Then, honestly, the New Super Mario Bros. Games are mainly, like, nostalgia-based, to be honest. But yeah, New Super Mario Bros. DS, a great game, but not exactly top 10 for me. Okay, so at number 11, we have New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe. This is when the New Super Mario Bros. Series started to get a bit stale, but regardless, it's still very fun. I just feel like it came out at the wrong time, honestly, if that makes sense, because we had already gotten enough New Super Mario Bros. Games, and I do think this is actually the best New Super Mario Bros. Game, while not my favorite one, still the best one. It looks very good, it plays well, and it's what you'd expect from a 2D Mario game. It's just by this time, people got old of the formula, same with me, and wanted something new for a 2D Mario game. And it just felt very samey. It felt like a New Super Mario Bros. Wii expansion. But it's still a fun game. It's not top 10 for me, but I do like it a bit more than New Super Mario Bros. DS. I don't know why. But yeah, New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe. I feel like it is a bit overhated at times, because it's not a horrible game. It's just a bit bland, if that's how you say it. But yeah, New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe coming in at number 11. Nearly top 10, but still not top 10 level for me. Now we get to top 10, and at number 10 we have Super Mario 64. Now, if you watched my unpopular opinions video, this one shouldn't come to too much of a surprise, but to me, Mario 64 is an amazing game. I don't think it's aged the best. I do have a ton of problems with it, but it's still a great game. I don't think it's overrated or anything. It's just, for me personally, it's only number 10 and not any higher. Like, the movement is very fun, but the camera and stuff kind of ruins it at times. And the graphics, come on, let's be honest, it doesn't look that good. But overall, it's the first 3D Mario game, I have to respect it. And regardless, it's still a fun time, don't get me wrong. I just prefer other Mario games, that's all. Which is why it's at number 10 and not any higher. But regardless, it's still a good game and definitely worth playing. Alright, coming in at number 9, we have Super Mario 3D Land. Probably the most basic 3D Mario game, and there's nothing wrong with that. And I know many people would say this is the worst 3D Mario game, and I don't want to say worst for any of them. Like, Mario 64 is still good, but I just prefer this one because the camera and stuff, it just feels a bit better, the movement. But it's still a fun game. I feel like it's the most, like I said earlier, a bit generic at times, which is one thing I prefer 64 over this, is that it's not as generic. But still, it's still a fun game regardless. It was definitely very good for a 3DS game, like the capabilities of the 3DS and stuff. And it's a very good game overall. Super Mario 3D Land. Don't have too much to say about it. Probably the most basic 3D Mario game, but it's still a fun time. Although I didn't like the NES, I really liked the SNES, and one of my favorite games on that system is Super Mario World. The level design, the enemies, the power-ups, everything about this game is amazing. This is probably the Mario game with the least amount of flaws, except for Odyssey, probably. But this game is just amazing. It's aged perfectly. Although it's amazing, like I've still said, I don't like retro games all that much, which is why it's only number 8. But it's still a fantastic game, and you have to play this if you haven't already. And for number 7, we have Super Mario Sunshine. Super Mario Sunshine, the movement in this game is so fun, the worlds are so fun, the music is so fun. My main problem with it, which is why it's this low on the list, like compared to others, is that the lack of polish and the difficulty can be a bit out of the place at times, like a bit over the place, but it's still a fantastic Mario game. I really, really like Super Mario Sunshine. It's so much fun, and one of the most fun Mario games, I'd say. Like, even though it can be a bit annoying and frustrating at times, like unnecessarily, it is still a very, very fun game. I really, really like Mario Sunshine. Definitely one of my favorite 3D Mario games of all time, one of my favorite GameCube games, and a game that any Mario fan or any platformer fan should definitely check out at some point. Alright, coming in at number 6 is New Super Mario Bros. Wii. I'll admit, 100% nostalgia, but I love this game so much. It's so fun. And yes, nostalgia, but still, I just love New Super Mario Bros. Wii. And while I do feel like New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe is the better New Super Mario Bros. Game, I just had more fun with this, playing it with friends. It was the first New Super Mario Bros. Game I ever played, first Mario game I actually beat, and it's so much fun. I love this game so much for Mario game, but the reason it's not any higher is just because the other games are a bit more fun. It's just about that, that's all. But still, if you have not played this game already, well, then it's up to you. You may not even like it. I'm not going to recommend it 100%, but if you like the New Super Mario Bros. Games a lot and you haven't played this game, definitely play it. But regardless, I'll admit it's purely nostalgia, but I still really love New Super Mario Bros. Wii. Okay, so kicking it off at our top 5, at number 5 we have Super Mario Maker 2. I love this game so much. It's just brought like the inner, like, young child in me. And it's just so fun to build levels, play other people's levels. This game is unleashed so much creativity that you wouldn't find in any other Mario game. This game is so much fun, and while there is a ton of filler and a ton of things I don't like about it, like a bunch of filler levels, like I said, and building levels on dark mode can be a pain, I still love this game so much. Definitely one of my favorite Nintendo games. Like top 20 game, maybe top 30 game of all time out of every single game. But I really like Mario Maker 2. If you like the Mario franchise, which, if you're watching this, I assume you do, definitely check out this game. It's amazing, worth your time, and definitely a good game to kick off the top 5. Alright, so at number 4 we have Super Mario Odyssey. This game is one of the best Switch games, one of the best games to control in my opinion. Has amazing music, amazing worlds. Definitely objectively the best Mario game. It's so much fun. While I do think there's some kingdom potential that they didn't use, and maybe some enemy potential and stuff, some moons felt a bit too easy. But overall, this game is amazing. And if they made a sequel to this and they fixed the very, very small problems I have with Mario Odyssey, that could be my favorite Mario game of all time. But as it is now, Mario Odyssey is my 4th favorite Mario game. I love this game so much. Definitely one of my most played, probably my most played Mario game of all time. But I love Mario Odyssey. It's a must play. It's just a must play to anybody. Whether you like Mario games, Nintendo games, even if you don't like Nintendo games or Mario games, you should definitely play Mario Odyssey. It is so good, and it's one of the best Nintendo games of all time, even though it's not my number 1 favorite Mario game. Alright, now we're at the top 3, and at number 3, we have Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury. I love this game so much. It's so much fun. I don't think I'd like it as much if I didn't play it with my little sister and my friend online. And it was just so much fun. Finding green stars, the collectibles, the level design's amazing. Like I said, the co-op is very fun. The different characters are fun. And with this Deluxe port for the Switch, they included Bowser's Fury, which is probably everything I've wanted in a 3D Mario game, which is amazing. But yeah, Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury. While I do think Mario Odyssey is the better game objectively, I slightly prefer 3D World plus Bowser's Fury. Most likely because I played it co-op. Okay, so at number 2, we have Mario Galaxy 2. This game proves that I don't like the Galaxy games just for nostalgia. Because I got this game in 2018. Even after Mario Odyssey. And I had played Mario Odyssey before this. But I still loved it. Maybe because I have nostalgia for the first game and this game's practically the same thing. Maybe that's why it's my second favorite. But I just love this game. It's so good. It's a near perfect Mario game in my opinion. Other than the controls. Yeah, I don't have much problems with it. It's just so fun. I love Galaxy too. It's so amazing. I really hope they add it to Switch. And while I don't like it as much as the first Mario Galaxy game, I still really like this game. It's amazing, and they should definitely add it to Switch. I'd love it to come to 3D All-Stars, even though it definitely won't. Okay, number 1, it's very generic, it's very predictable, but number 1, it's my favorite game of all time, most likely. I love this game. It holds a very special place in my heart, and I mentioned it in my Galaxy 2 a bit, I think. But anyway, my favorite Mario game of all time is Hotel Mario.
I hope she made lots of spaghetti.
That was a joke. It's Mario Galaxy, obviously. I love Super Mario Galaxy. It was the first Mario game I played, and while it wasn't the first one I beat, it was the first game that made me just say, wow. Oh, wow, this is awesome. This is amazing. This game is just so fun. The music, the platforming, everything makes it maybe my favorite game of all time. I'm not sure, but I absolutely love Mario Galaxy. It's gonna be my favorite Mario game for a long time, I feel. But yeah, Mario Galaxy, it's just such an amazing game. If you haven't played this game already, go do yourself a favor and play this game. Trust me, you won't be disappointed. Hopefully not, at least. But yeah, Mario Galaxy for me is number 1. And that's all for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know your Mario ranking down below. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.